Hello, today we are talking about double brokering. If you don't know what double brokering is, it's basically if you are booking a load from a broker and giving it to someone else. Brokers usually get their loads directly from shippers, receivers, their customers, or some third party logistics, and they legally have a right to sell that load or just find someone who can transport the load for them. Okay, and in that case, they usually go to a trucking company that has their own authority, their own DOT number, and they give them that load for certain amount of money to transport it on behalf of their customer. Okay, and this is all legal. There's paperwork included, documents, contracts, and that's how a load gets moved legally. But there are other brokers or maybe even trucking companies who would book these loads as if they were going to move it on their truck, and they would just give it to someone else for cheaper. So, for example, let's say there's a load that pays $1,000. I go ahead and call the broker, say, hey, I'm gonna do the load for you for $1,000. The broker gives me the rate confirmation, a legal document that shows my name and of my company, and that I'm supposed to move that using my truck. And that means also I'm using my insurance, my liability insurance, and my cargo insurance. Now I want to make some money, and I post that load or call another trucking carrier and offer them that same load, let's say for $800. And I tell them I have this load, it's $800, they want to do it. And they say yes. So I just made $200 and I didn't do anything. All I did is I booked that load with someone else. They sent it to me, and now I made up my own rate confirmation and sent it to another trucking carrier without ever mentioning to the broker, the first broker that I booked the load with, that I'm giving it to someone else. And then I also didn't mention to the trucking company that I gave it to, that I booked the load with someone else. And then I keep it hidden and secret from both sides, and they're all under impression that like brokers under impression that I'm doing the load, and the trucking company that I found is under impression that this is my load and this is illegal. Okay, and the contracts with the brokers say that, and if something happens to the load, if there's an accident or a claim, then there can be a lot of mess. Okay, you can get in trouble, your insurance will not pay, and a lot of things anyway. Okay, but I've been seeing lately that a lot of companies are doing this, a lot of people are doing this. For them it's just an easy money, and they think nothing of it. Okay, it's your risk, if you want to jeopardize your company or even yourself, your assets, your capital, your money, potential lawsuits, I don't know, whatever. That's your problem. But it's not okay to others, to trucking companies and to other brokers, to do that to them, because you're selling these loads for cheaper, and there's a lot of mess going on. And then if I book a load with you and you double broker it, I contact you if there's a problem, and then you have to contact the broker, and the broker has to contact their customer. So it's a lot of mess, and you're putting everyone in a bad position. So what I've been seeing lately is that a lot of guys are not bragging about this, but they're like openly talking about it, like there's nothing to it. It used to be like, if you're double brokering, no one is supposed to know. It's something that you keep in secret, and you just do it because it's not right and it's not legal. Nowadays, I'm seeing some comments on my channel, and I'm talking to some people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm doing double brokering now, but I want to do something as, why would you even say that you're doing that? Why would you admit it? Why, are you, so they're making it normal. They're making that sound like it's a legit job, you know, like, hey, I'm a dispatcher, I'm a broker, I'm a trucking carrier, I'm a double broker. Don't do that, okay? Uh, that's the reason why I don't work with Landstar. And then there is a video that I made about Landstar, and I got a lot of hate, especially from Landstar owner operators, because you know what they see is like, oh yeah, no, Landstar is great, you know. I don't know about that part, about the trucking part. Like they give you loads and they have their load boards, and you guys take the loads from their load board. That's different, you know. I am not talking about it. I'm talking about the agents, the brokerage side that does this all day long. And Landstar has offices all around the world that they do this, you know, and they have people who do that, and that's what they do. They go onto the dashboard and they book loads and they post them on their load boards for their owner operators. That's what they do. And maybe they don't even book the loads. They just see a load and they post it, and then their owner operator like takes that load from Landstar board, and then they go and book that load with another broker, and they just send it to their drivers. And they also what they do is also they repost it sometimes to DAT board so we can book it. Okay, and like I said, I got a lot of hate comments, especially from these owner operators. But they missed the point. That's not what I was talking about. I didn't say Landstar is bad, you know, like they're giving bad laws to their owner operators. I'm just saying that this is what they're doing. Okay, there are more and more companies that are doing this, and it's a big problem. It makes the rate prices lower for trucking companies, and there's a lot of potential scenarios that can happen if you're double brokering the load. So my advice to you is, if you are watching this and someone is offering that kind of job, don't do it. Don't take that job, because what you're gonna be doing is lying all day, and you know you're going to be a part of shady and illegal business. And it's better to do something else. If you want to do trucking, just, you know, be a dispatcher, open up your own company, start your trucking authority, drive a truck, be a broker, but don't be a double broker. Okay, this is Ennis Never Stop Trucking. Come back for more like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys around.